Hello, hello, hello. Oh, okay, now you can hear me. I just wanted to kind of test out a live chat feature because I kind of realized that if I am going to get anywhere on this YouTube skate, that I'm gonna have to start talking to the people who are subscribed to me. Shoot, just wanted to say that this day in 1883, uh, the U.S. Supreme Court declared unconstitutional the Civil Rights Act of 1875, which banned discrimination in public places, such as, I would say, public transportation, hiring practices, basically how black people were treated in public post slavery. There were a lot of business leaders that had a problem with this. And because of that, the Supreme Court overturned the Civil Rights Act of 1875 by, I would say, in a vote of 8-1, which paved the way for Jim Crow and the practices that went along with it. Um, I just got through watching a super chat um, from a bigger YouTuber, and it let me know two things. It let me know two things. Number one, that the current state of the black man in Black America is not looked upon good at all. Like, black men be getting dragged out here. We be getting dragged, and we barely put up any good defenses for it. Like that's one thing I know, and the second thing is I I understand how, even more so than I did yesterday, how divided black people are. It seems like to me it's just a finger pointing blame game, and it's going nowhere. It's turning into a bunch of mess on like places like Facebook and YouTube. And I'm not gonna deny my place in it because I've had a Facebook group that has caused quite the stir up, and and it became a big battle of the sexist type deal. And I said this in a video earlier this year. The only reason why we got these gender wars going on right now is because of the fact that no one wants to take responsibility for what's happening with our children. Like, the only reason why I would say something like why does it seem like we're raising more Pookies and Ray Rays is because, hey, you know what? I got a young child myself. Like, I got a daughter. And heaven forbid me being a parent who has done everything in his power to make sure that she has everything that she needs, just to have someone who didn't raise their child worth of shit hurt her. And as a parent, that's my concern daily. She's 3 years old right now, but she ain't gonna do, as long as she's here on this planet, she's not gonna do anything but get older, get herself in other situations that are gonna be beyond my control. What is wrong with certain black men examining what's wrong with us? And like like it's like, wow, it's like we gravitate toward that shit. It's like, just like I want my kid to be okay, I want y'all kids to be okay too. It's okay too. It's like this little finger pointing thing is just it's so counterproductive, and it's getting ridiculous. Of course, some things need to be said, of course, but if you really want to debate back and forth about what our problems are, we'll be here all day, all night. It'll be all over different YouTube channels. It'll be on different parts of social media. But let's say that I'm making my concern the black man because of these outlooks, I'm really concerned right now. I am genuinely concerned. No, I've never been a Pookie or a Ray Ray. I don't have some secret baby mama out there. I don't beat women. I don't sell drugs. I feel like I'm doing my part somewhat. So do I think it's kind of unfair as a black man in this community to let that behavior go unchecked? Now, yeah, yeah. Let's talk for a second, brothers. Is that it's why is it that fuckery reigns supreme over excellence in our community? And is it really our fault that these things are going on? Is it really our fault these things are going on? That fuckery runs rampant in our community. I will take responsibility for anything. I will take responsibility for anything that I do. Any impact that I've had on anyone else. The fact of the matter is, I don't see much of my community doing that. I don't see it. Plenty of guys who share the same sentiment in that Facebook group kind of feels the same way too. Some of it comes out fucked up. It does. Some of it does. But look at the messages sometimes. I mean, and to anyone, I wouldn't expect you to take disrespect from anyone. It's just that we have to do a better job of hearing each other out. It's like I said, it's getting ridiculous out here. And for black men, especially on social media, we getting dragged out here right now. We getting dragged. What we need to do is approach conversations more intelligently. If someone attacks me, then I'm gonna let them attack me. I'm gonna let them bleed in front of me. That's how I'm gonna do things. Because I'm starting to feel like that there's gonna be no freaking end to this gender war as long as we point fingers at each other. Now, what I do recommend is making the individual accountable. If Ray Ray does something, let that be Ray Ray. It ain't black men. I don't feel like Ray Ray represents me. I don't feel like Pookie represents me. Shoot. In fact, if anything, I try to reach out to the Ray Rays and Pookies to be the voice of reason. I do. And what happens? I get rejected. I get a little crack or an insult or something like that. Man, you talk like a white boy, blah blah blah, like that kind of bullshit. Instead of trying to hear the message that I try to tell some of these guys, I get that treatment. But that doesn't discourage me, or that's not going to stop me from doing things like this, to speaking to our brothers on the street and trying to do my part in helping to rectify all these bullshit problems that we have. It's ridiculous. And I know as black men, as a collective, we have to tighten up. But we're getting a bad rap out there. I'm telling y'all. First thing we need to do is stick together. I mean, there may be a couple people out there that I may have a direct problem with, but I try to put it to you just like this. I see how other races deal with each other. Not to say that we should care about what other races do, but other races, they can have two people fighting on their side. They can hate each other's guts. Guess what? If you're in the equation, if you're in the equation, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna turn on you. They're gonna get rid of your ass, and then they'll go back to whatever they're beefing about. See, here's what I've seen brothers do. They'll fight each other, and then someone on the outside interjects. And if that one outsider sides with either one of those guys, that guy will pull that outsider in to fight that other guy. See, this is the kind of shit that we have to check. Because, as a black man, I do plan on debating some of these YouTubers that love to shit all over us. But it doesn't help when we have division on the outside. No, I'm not one of these YouTube pro blacks. I'm pro right. I'm pro common sense, not Not right as in political right. I'm talking about right as in between right and wrong. I want to do what's right for our people. I want to say what's right for our people. And if that means I have to hurt a couple of feelings, which I have done so prominently in that Facebook group that has 27K people in it, if I had to hurt a few feelings to get some of these messages out, I sure the fuck will. Shit. I mean, people don't have any problem checking me for little stupid shit. That doesn't even matter. Hey, I should have a problem checking you. Now, on a more positive note, I'm now up to 268 subscribers, which is great. Yes, I love my subscriber base. I mean, even though I'm at a low three-digit numbers, I appreciate all 268 of those people. Yeah, they have decided to say, "Hey, we'll subscribe to you, even if we don't watch the videos. We'll still subscribe, Kevin." Yeah, if you look at my metrics, it's like 90% of my videos are from Facebook, are from Facebook Watch people. They're not really from the subscriber base, but that's cool because subscribers are giving me something. you know, they're increasing my numbers so I can produce better for YouTube. Because that one day when Black YouTube becomes very prominent, I want to be there. But I would like for us to go in kind of working together. Now, I already know that brothers aren't going to agree all the time because I feel like it's really strange and suspect for someone to agree with someone 100% of the time. Like, I don't care how big a fan you are of somebody. I don't care how big a fan I am of somebody. I'm not going to agree with everyone 100% of the time. And I don't expect y'all to do the same thing. But when Black YouTube finally becomes something great, or Black social media in some kind of way, because we got another platform too called Black Avenger TV. I was thinking about going to start an account over there. I could be more uncensored over there because they got an SJW culture over here in YouTube. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I think about this stuff all the time. I mean, we as a people, we have to start creating things for ourselves and creating foundations for our children. And this little gender war, this little bickering, this little argument back and forth is very counterproductive. It is dialogue, but it's counterproductive. Now, I didn't come on here to talk at people. I just wanted to share my thoughts for a second. And like I said, for those of you out here who are supporting, thanks for your support. And don't, like, whenever I go live, don't be afraid to put your thoughts in the comment section. Like, I really want to get something like that going. I want to chat with some real folks. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'm about to get out of here because I have to go be daddy for a little while. But like I said again, is like Black people, especially us Black men, we got to start working together. Because, like, for real, some of the stuff I've been seeing out here lately that's being said about Black men, oh my God. Like, I have to laugh sometimes myself because it's so sad. It's so sad. I guess I don't know. I just don't know. It's like we got to the end of my life to discuss all of this. But damn, it's like when I see how Black men are reflected in social media, it's alarming. It's alarming, and I feel like that I've always tried to be on the side of good. I've always tried to be the one that stayed away from trouble. I've always tried to be the one that say, you know what, hey, that's the wrong thing to do, guy. I'm not going to do those bad things that you're doing over there, guys. And this ain't me trying to say that this ain't gonna lead into the usual, oh well, those are kind of women, black men like. I mean, how do we know? I get tired of Black women on social media telling me what I like just because I won't let them in on the details of my personal life. I'm not gonna spend all this time telling Black women what they like. But it's just that, if any, like, what I had to say to Black men is this: we got to be more solid. We got to be more solid. I've said that in probably about three different ways, but we got to be more solid, man, because Everyone else, and let me tell you who's included in this group: gynocentric cucks, extreme bitter feminist, uh, young types. I'm not going to isolate and say, oh, the millennials. I'm just going to say younger people because there's some smart millennials out there, and other races who listen to this stuff. Black man, we're on our own. I would rather, when I see you in public, I would rather shake your hand than to fight you. Seriously, seriously, it's not looking good out here. If you are on social media, look around. Look around for a second. See what the landscape is like for a black man. It's not good. It's not good. Okay. I think I said enough. I got to go. I gotta go pick up the little one, and we got to go to the store. And Daddy's got to run some errands. Well, I'm not your dad, but my little one's dad. But like I said, like I'm saying for the third time, I really appreciate all of you, and for those of you who are watching, please subscribe. Please please hit that like button, hit those notifications or whatever. And I promise you guys more detailed conversations, more detailed chats in the future. All right, y'all. Peace. Love everybody.